Lovely way to start the stream. My computer stays muted. We are live. Pompey today travelling to Accrington Stanley. Do let me know your score predictions and what you think ahead of this one. Hopefully Dad will be joining us soon. But you know, before then, chuck me any questions, anything you are wondering about, and we will get that talked about, as that is important. Make sure to let me know you can hear me and see me all right. I do need to know that. We'll just let everybody know that isn't here that we are live. Please do let me know if you can hear me and let me know your score predictions for this big game in League One. Let's have a look and see if there's been any early comments. There has. F1 Football Fan says, play up Pompey. I'm glad you got here early. Very glad you're here early. Anyway. Let's just share it. We are the PFC and we need to win all three. That's the easy way of saying it, I suppose. Whew. How's everyone's week been? How is everyone? Unfortunately, Dad can't join me today. But what can we do? What can we do? Absolutely nothing. That's a shame, but it happens. Yeah, once again, do let me know if you can hear me and also your score predictions as well as anything else you want to ask me or talk about. "25 minutes ago to kick off. We will discuss the teams in a moment in case people don't quite know them yet. And actually, you know what? Before Dad gets here, instead of having to wait for Dad, I reckon we just get it done first. Are we agreeing? Yeah, why not? Right. We'll start with the home side's lineup. I think I'm frozen. Luckily, I've got two devices so I can check if I am. We'll start with Accrington's lineup today. They start with Sabin in goal, aptly named. Then Nottingham, Burgess, Russell, McConville, Barkley, Rogers, Colby Bishop, Corneli as their captain, Dion Charles and Phillips. Dion Charles, obviously their top scorer this season. The absolute goal getter with 19 for the season. What a player he is. What a player he has the potential to be as well. I'm sure everyone knows a lot about Dion Charles. Have a look at his stats for this season while we're here. 39 games played, 19 goals for him with 3 assists. Operating mainly in a central forward role. 25 years of age. He is number 32. Can play anywhere across that attack. Very, very dangerous man he is. We will now quickly, before Dad joins in, look at the Pompey lineup though as well. McGilvray starts in goal. Bolton, Raggett and Nicolaisen make up a back three with Johnson, Close, Naylor as our captain, Harness, Byers, Marquis and Ronan Curtis. I'm going to have to grab my headphones here so I can try and hear Dad, but then I might be able to hear him anyway. We'll add him first, just in case I can hear him anyway. So we'll add him first and we'll check. Dad, talk.
You all right, mate?
I can hear you loud and clear. I'm good, Dad. How are you feeling ahead of this one?
Slightly apprehensive, a little bit nervous. I think it's a must-win game, like the next 3 games are. Obviously Lee Brown hasn't come back into the team. James Bolton's been starting the game. Looks like we're going to play a 3-4-3.
Yeah, the same we played as on Saturday, I believe, was what we played there.
Yeah, so hopefully we can, especially in the attacking third, we can, worry them and get on the front foot from the start.
Yeah, hopefully so. Now, then I'll read out both lineups first, because obviously you might not have seen them. They were on the bottom, but you weren't here. Now, Accrington are operating with a 4-1-2-1-2 central kind of formation. Sabin in goal, aptly named goalkeeper. Rogers, Barkley, Nottingham and Burgess at their back four. Burgess operating as a left back instead of a centre back today. Phillips in the holding midfield role. Russell and Keneally, the captain in central midfield. McConville at cam with Dion Charles and Colby Bishop leading the line. Dad, any thoughts on that team before we move on to the Pompey one?
No, I mean, obviously, Accrington are a fairly decent team. Let's not kid ourselves. They were nearly up. They were up there around the playoffs, in the playoffs at the start of the season, middle of the season. Obviously, they have slipped off. But they did draw the other day with Sunderland 3-3. So this isn't going to be an easy game.
Well.
Yeah, so just as, I mean, let's be brutally honest. We haven't played well in our last 5 games.
No, we haven't. No.
So something needs to change. We need to play a lot better, a lot more high intensity. Players like Marquis need to get their arse in gear and actually run about and try and score some goals.
Yeah, definitely on that one. I'll agree with you there.
So I just hope something clicks in the next 3 games that we can actually show what we were showing at the start of the season. Because yes, we won the last game 1-0, but we won 1-0 against the Bristol Rovers team that were basically relegated already.
Yeah, so, exactly.
So let's not be. Hopefully, it gives them confidence because, as I said before, a win's a win. And if we win every game from now to the end of the season 1-0, I'll be happy.
Who's going to care? Who's going to care? It's 1-0, isn't it? Yes, it's only 1-0, but it's 3 points. And the main thing you want to pick up on is the fact that going into the playoffs, you need form. Most of the time, Pompey slip off and going into the playoffs. So we're top of the league, we slip into the playoffs. This season, we're chasing. We're trying to win games and win and win and win. Hopefully, if we can win these 4, we'll go into the playoffs going, you know what, we can beat these. And I'm hoping we face Lincoln, because the other 2 would probably batter us. And Lincoln, yes, they're in good form, beatable. But anyway, Pompey's team today, Dad, is apparently not a 3-4-3. Apparently, Pompey are lining up with a 3-5-2 formation today. McGilvray in goal, Nicolaisen, Raggett and Bolton as the 3 centre-backs. Harness and Johnson operating on the left mid and right mid or wing-back roles. Byers, Close and Naylor in central midfield with Marquis and Curtis leading the line. Opinions on that one?
Yeah, I'm surprised Williams hasn't started. He's obviously brought Bolton in, he's a bit hit and miss, but I think when he does play well, he is a decent defender. I'm glad Charlie Daniels isn't playing because he's an absolute liability.
We do say this every time he's dropped. This is great.
But I think even players like Tom Naylor for me are not playing as well as maybe they have done it earlier in the season. I'd have actually started Harvey White because I thought when he came on the other day, he looked decent. That crossfield pass he did to Curtis when Curtis just bent it round the post was class.
Yeah, that deserved the goal.
Yeah. So, I presume he's on the bench, isn't he, mate?
He is, yes. I have seen your comment on screen.
Yeah, so he's decent. I think we got a decent bench. Andy Cannon's on the bench. Harvey White's on the bench. These are all decent. George Byers, I presume, is on the bench.
Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is
decent.
And then, of course, the best player at Pompey's on the bench as well in Paul Downing and Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, but that's because we haven't got any defensive cover, mate. That's sort of...
Yeah, that is the problem there, I suppose. There's not much in terms of depth. That's what we need to do in the summer. Invest.
Oh, yeah, but we said that before. The whole club needs massive restructuring. Massive new faces need to come in. Don't forget, the Cowleys, this isn't their team. They haven't bought one of these players. So we're just... No. I just hope we can turn up tonight and be positive from the start. No sulking. No, and actually go for it. Show some passion. Show some commitment. Show some, energy. Energy is the big word for me. The last 4 or 5 performances, for me, apart from a couple of players, we've lacked urgency, energy, all of that. Commitment.
Yeah.
For me, they're the foundations of any great side. You've got to have some, passion, energy, commitment, desire, and for me, a lot of the time, it hasn't seemed like that is actually there. Marquis looks way off the pace, or he has done in the last 3 or 4 games. Whether that's because he's not fully fit, he doesn't seem to want to run around. He offers very little at the top end of the pitch. I know he's not the sort of player that's going to, take a touch and sprint, 20 yards past players. Pace isn't his game. I understand that, but he just seems like he hasn't got any oomph.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Well, Dad, you know what? What are your score predictions then? What do you reckon will happen in this game?
If we play as a team and do the things that I've said, which is a big if. Yeah. I think we'll win, but I don't think we'll win by much. I think 1-0, 2-1. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Obviously, Accrington haven't really got anything to play for. They're not going to get in the playoffs. They're not going to get relegated. But they're a decent, as we know from being up there before. They hammered us 4-1. So
Ellis Harris had a field day that day, scoring one for them.
Yeah, but we went 1-0 up and then got absolutely murdered.
Yep. But that I think that day we had Tom Naylor at centre back and we had Lee Brown at left mid. We were a makeshift team that day. I will make sure I mention that, because we weren't exactly Pompey's first team.
No.
Well, Dad, do you think Pompey have a chance of going up still?
Let's get in the playoffs first.
Yeah, but I mean, if we get up and we do that, do you reckon we will make it the whole way?
If we get in the playoffs, I think we will have a chance. But you need a bit of luck as well. It's not as you look. I mean, our playoff record's not good, but I think if we get in the playoffs, anything's possible.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is the playoffs, isn't it? Wickham, they went up last year, and no one expected them to win the playoffs.
No, and obviously, don't forget, if we do get in the playoffs, I presume the confidence in the squad will be sky high.
Yeah, most likely.
So, and obviously, this is all ifs and buts. Let's just win the next 3 games and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
There can't be any excuses. We're playing Accrington twice and Wimbledon. We're not playing Real Madrid. We're not playing Barcelona. We got to beat these teams.
They're that like them now.
We got to beat these teams. No excuses.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you there. Right. Other games in League One. Accrington obviously hosting Pompey. Rochdale, they travel to Wimbledon. Fleetwood travel to Burton. Charlton, they host Crewe. Shrewsbury host Lincoln. Blackpool, they make the long trip to Sunderland in what is a massive game now. And then Peterborough host Doncaster in the late kick-off, knowing a win would see them promoted. Dad, what are the big games?
Well, Sunderland Blackpool's massive. I think Peterborough will go up tonight. That's just something that's going to happen. It's inevitable.
Well, they could go up before they even play.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't even need to win.
I think we, from our perspective, we need Sunderland to beat Blackpool would be massive for us.
If Sunderland beat Blackpool, we can go 3 points ahead of them, and they only have 1 game in hand. That would be huge.
They wouldn't have any. Yeah, they still would have 1 game in hand. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
They're playing next Tuesday, of course.
Crewe taking some points off Charlton would be lovely, but I can't see that happening.
Even a draw would be all right for us. Even a draw would be okay. It wouldn't be great, but if you look at the games that they have, Peterborough facing Doncaster doesn't involve us because Doncaster are low and Peterborough are way off being catchable. Charlton then have Crewe, but interestingly, so at the minute Charlton are 2 points behind us with a game in hand. They draw tonight and we win. They're then 4 points behind us with a game in hand, meaning that game in hand means nothing anymore. So even a point would be good for us. And then they're running as well. Hull and Lincoln in their last 2 games. Hull on the final day when Hull might still. Hull will need 3 points to win the title on that day as well if they continue to win. It won't be a case of Hull have won the league, it's all wrapped up, because Peterborough, if they win tonight, will be a point off Hull.
Yeah, I mean, even like you said, Crew taking a point off Charlton would be great.
Sunderland need to take all 3 off Blackpool.
But I think if we, as I've said before, we win our 3 games, we will get in the playoffs.
Well, you think about it, Dad. All it takes for us to get in the playoffs is for us to win all 3 games. And Charlton to drop points once. Because Oxford are joint up points with us, but we've got that game in hand. So we win tonight. So Oxford aren't playing tonight. So we win tonight, we go above them by 3 points. Same games, no issue there. Charlton drop points, even if they don't drop them tonight. If they drop them against Hull, if they drop them against Lincoln, if they drop points at any point, we can stay above them.
I just think, Blake, the simple fact of the matter is, let's not worry about. If we win the next 3 games, we will get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't disagree with that.
But the performances have got to improve massively from what I've seen in the last 4 or 5 games.
Oh yeah, you're not going to beat Accrington or Wimbledon playing like this, because Wimbledon need those wins to stay above the relegation zone, and Accrington want to get their best finish possible.
Yeah, it simply hasn't been good enough in the last 5. We lost to Burton, team near the bottom. Fair enough, they've been doing well under Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, but they bullied us and beat us 2-1.
And they did bully us. That's not even a joke. They did. They bullied us.
We played Crew. Yes, we missed chances, and Marquis took a shocking penalty, but we drew. Not good enough.
We didn't deserve anything for that game, to be fair.
No. MK Dons. Yes, we had chances, but so did they. And
to be fair, I think MK Dons was unlucky, and I think you'll agree with them that MK Dons was the only one of those that was unlucky.
But we still lost. Swindon was an absolutely disgraceful performance.
Oh yeah, that's not even dependable. That wasn't unlucky. That was just shocking.
That was just complete and utter ridiculous. Awful. I don't think one player for me, apart from Curtis, maybe.
Well, the main thing you got to look at with that Swindon game, Dad, is okay. They've beaten us. They're 2 games around that. They conceded 4 and 5 goals respectively.
Exactly.
But they managed to beat us 3-1.
And that tells you all you need to know. Pittman was taking the mick out of us, and Pittman can't even run.
Yeah. We will quickly look at the comments before people think I'm ignoring them. Pompey Fitness James says, "Evening, lads. How are you today, James?" And Nathan has said, "Evening. How are you, mate?" Evan as well has put, "Hello. I think Pompey will win 2-0 tonight." Evan, I hope you win tonight, mate. I hope you do. Well, Dad, we've obviously chatted about whether we think we can go up. We've chatted about whether we think other things will go in our way. Do you think? Well, who do you think will make up the 4 in the playoffs? And who do you think is possibly in the best place to go up out of those playoffs?
I think Sunderland will be in the playoffs.
Yep.
Definite. I think Lincoln will be in the playoffs.
Yeah, Lincoln in a better position than Sunderland.
I think Blackpool will miss out.
Blackpool, mate. You think Blackpool will slide out?
Yeah. I think
that's controversial.
Yeah. I think
as you
we
said,
will get the playoffs.
So Blackpool's running Sunderland, Northampton, Doncaster, and Bristol Rovers.
Well, I think they'll slip out. I think they'll lose tonight, Blake.
Okay. Well, if they lose tonight, they will have slipped out. They will still have that game in hand, but then they'll be 3 points behind us, and depending on what the score is, goal difference could change as well.
I think Oxford will make the playoffs.
I'd say they're the ones that are the most likely to drop out.
I think they'll win the last 2 games and make the playoffs.
You say, even if they win the last 2 games, that it's not in their hands.
I think Charlton will lose.
Yes, but Blackpool have 2 games in hand on them. If they win one of them, they go above Oxford. Pompey have a game in hand on them. If we win tonight, we go above Oxford. And then Charlton, if they win their game in hand, they go above Oxford.
Well, I'm just giving you my opinion, mate. I think Charlton will lose to Hull. I think Charlton will lose to Hull and Lincoln.
Yep.
So that's 6 points dropped already.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we will get in the playoffs, but only on the final day.
Fair enough. I think I've frozen again. No, I'm back. Evan has said, I know our run of form has been terrible relegation form. Yeah, Evan, I don't know really what happened with you. You seem to be flying and unstoppable. I predicted you to win the league, and now failure to win tonight, or even Peterborough winning tonight, would see you in the playoffs for another year. Dad, do you think Peterborough and Hull, because they've been confirmed, I'm not going to say anyone else, do you think Peterborough and Hull will be able to hold themselves in the Championship next season?
I think Peterborough have got more of a chance than Hull. I think with investment, there's clearly a bit of money behind the side. They have got some decent players already. It's players like Dembele, Smodics, Johnson, Clark, Harris, the guy Dan Butler. He's decent.
Dan Butler's,
obviously, they've got Nathan Thompson, a player that we let go. He still plays him. He's decent.
Well, we didn't let him go. He said he wanted to go on to the Championship and then mess that one up completely for his career. But anyway.
Yeah. But I don't know if Hull City have got. I don't think Hull City have gone up, Blake, but they haven't really invested a lot of money in this league to get back up.
Well, no, but they did have a lot of investment last summer. If you look at some of their investment, they literally went out and bought some of the best players in League One. Tommy Eves, they went out and bought him. King Lewis Potter is a youth player for them. He's class. George Honeyman, they nicked off Sunderland, who was good for Sunderland.
They finished. Yeah, but don't forget, Blake, they finished bottom of the Championship.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just simply saying Greg Doherty as well. I think they got him in the summer. He was at Shrewsbury last year.
Wigan beat them 8-0.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
So in my opinion, Peterborough are a lot more well placed with investment, in my opinion, to stay up than Hull are.
Yeah, maybe. But you look at some of Peterborough's defence, though. I think Peterborough's defence is going to be their main problem if they go up. Because if we look at their lineup hasn't been announced for tonight yet, I don't think. But if we have a look at their defensive players and their defensive options, Christy Pym as well is their keeper who's injured at the moment. He's class, and Bursick, if they've got on loan, could be another option. But Mark Beavers is their centre back. He is 31 years of age. Nathan Thompson is 30 years of age. They do have Frankie Kent, who is 25, but I think he's their youngest defender. Do you think the fact that most of their back line is over the age of 30 could maybe not help?
Yeah, but they'll have to invest. Any team that's going up is going to have to invest. Simple as that. If you ask me out of all the teams in League One, who would be best equipped to survive in the Championship, it would be Sunderland and us.
Yeah. Would you say us, though?
Because I think if we went up, the Eisners will invest. They would invest.
I think they'd have to. It'd be criminal for them not to. You can't get the team out of...
And Sunderland...
Yeah, but Sunderland's owner has already spent 60 million upon promotion.
Exactly.
Which is a statement of intent and a half. 60 million pounds isn't back change.
And the other teams but this is not about. At the end of the day, you got to get there first. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you ask me if Lincoln and teams like Blackpool would survive in the Championship, no way, unless there was huge investment.
If you're trying to tell me Lincoln will stay up, all I'm going to say is look at Wycombe Wanderers. Wycombe invested as well.
But there has to be, it's all about. Yeah. It's a huge gap between League One and the Championship.
It's a money game, and the money is needed to stay there. Evan, I'm going to read out your predictions now. I get that actually will change this, and we'll talk about your predictions in a minute as well, because we might as well. Evan has gone for Accrington 0, Pompey 2, same as me. Wimbledon to draw 1-1 with Rochdale. Burton to beat Fleetwood 2-1. Charlton to beat Crewe 3-0. Shrewsbury to lose 2-1 at home to Lincoln. Sunderland to then beat Blackpool 1-0. And Peterborough to defeat Doncaster 2-0. Now, Dad, out of those games, I'm going to leave it on screen actually so you can still see the games. Go on, predict them. In your opinion, Dad.
I think Pompey will win 2-1.
Yep.
I think Charlton will win 2-1.
Okay.
Who are Peterborough playing?
Well, if you look at the screen now, it's in order. So if you want to just read along that.
I think Wimbledon will beat Rochdale 3-0.
Yep. I think that'll be a draw as well.
I think Fleetwood will beat Burton 2-0.
I don't. Fleetwood, the lowest scorer since the turn of the year. Only 17 goals scored.
Charlton, I think, will win 2-0 against Crewe.
I think that'll be a 2-2.
I think Shrewsbury will draw with Lincoln.
Yeah. I mean, Lincoln are in good form, though. I wouldn't write them off.
I think Sunderland will win 3-1.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I think Peterborough are going to win 4-0 against Doncaster.
Fair enough. Nathan has put up that. Hello, Nathan, mate. How are you doing? It is fair to say it's quite soggy in Accrington today. I'm glad I'm not in that away end because it doesn't have a roof and the stand is quite heavy anyway. So, was it snowing last time we went there? It was, wasn't it?
No, we had sleet. They had sleet. It was about -4. You had your hands. You couldn't feel your hands, mate. I couldn't feel my feet or my hands.
I was doing this. I couldn't feel. I was just throwing my arms at each other. Come on, Pompey. Yeah, I do remember that day. Obviously, we did get, fair to say we got pumped. 4 goals to 1.
He got smashed. We got smashed.
If that happens today, I might have to throw myself out of that window.
Yeah.
Because that would be our playoff hopes dead in the water. We failed to win today. Playoffs are no.
Yeah, totally agree with
you. Even if results go our way, that's not going to happen again. Results. Pompey comes sprinting out of the tunnel. Ronan Curtis looks like he's wearing tracky bottoms, but he's not. He's just got under trousers on. But yeah, Dad, do you agree with me that if we lose today, that we could fair to say that is the end of our playoff journey?
Yeah, if we lose, mate, it's game over. I think if we draw, it's game over as well.
Really think it? Oh, I've gone fuzzy. One moment, let me just adjust the focus again.
Can I go and have a shower and then join you at half time?
You need one. Yes, Dad, you can. Don't worry about that.
I cycled 25 miles today.
I know you did. I'm proud of you. Oh, what have I done here? I'm flicking things.
What have you done?
Well, hey, what am I doing here?
What
this is enjoyable, actually. Dad, how are you down in that corner?
I'm right, mate. I feel a bit small.
There you go. You can feel big again now. Well, Dad, final score prediction before I do let you go and have that well-earned shower.
Definitely well earned. 2-1, mate.
2-1. All right, Dad. I'll see you later. I'm guessing you'll be rejoining us at half time.
Yeah, and if we score, I'll join you during the game.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Love you, mate. Up the Blues.
See you in a bit. Right, there goes Dad. Interesting as always, some of the stuff he says, but I hope people do agree with him. Don't know who's getting us on the way here. Obviously, this pitch has been known to be, well, it's fair to say the pitch has been known to be a bit questionable. Pompey not wearing blue today, which I thought they would. They are wearing white. Don't ask me why, because that makes pretty much no sense. Because Accrington are wearing red. So Pompey could easily have just worn their blue kit. But it is 0-0. And it will continue to be 0-0. Until the game kicks off, at least, anyway. But, yes. Bobby Madley is the referee for today. This is painful when I keep freezing. You know what? I don't know if I can still be seen. I hope I can. Nathan, I have seen that comment. I will. It's only because that's what Pompey are wearing today. Is the black and white. I'll change it just for you, though. I'll change it. Oh, what have I done here? Blake messing up technology. We'll never get old, will it? This is great. I will read comments in a second. I was trying to sort the technical issues out. There you go, Nathan. I've changed that for you. That on the bottom. I'm just going to check you can still actually see me because... Right. Take the black and white off the screen, horrible colour. Okay, I've put white on instead now. Pompey do get us underway and hoof it long. Straight up to the left wing, actually, and not much against them. Harness doing some tricks into the box, deflected. Ben Close heads into the box. Headed straight back out. Ben Close on the volley, and that's decided it wants to fly off into Accrington Town Centre. Evan, I will comment on the scores coming in. Thank you, Evan. I will actually type them up. Because if I can type them up, then I can put them on the bottom. Nathan, if Sunderland win, we're guaranteed the playoffs. Yes, mate, you are. I do hope you win as well, because that would mean Pompey's... I was about to say political opponents. They're not our political opponents, are they? Pompey's playoff opponents would be dropping out of the playoffs. Which would be big. As the keeper saving, very good name for a keeper, but he didn't do much of that against Peterborough, did he? Gets underway. Pompey straight back at Accrington, looking the better side in this opening minute or two. Accrington looking to play the long ball. And they do get it underway here. Raggett steps in, and then Bolton kicks away only as far as number 36. Out to the wing now. Whipped into the box powerfully. That was close. McGilvray got a hand to it, just into Bolton. Bolton then deflects it towards the goal, and it very nearly ends up in the net, and it is a free kick on the edge of the box to Accrington. Very nearly changing of scoreline there, and that would have been quite quick, actually. Nathan, is Marcus up top? Unfortunately, yes. But to be fair, we don't have many options at the moment. Hawula and Harrison both are injured for the season, which isn't helpful when you need goals. But yes. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm quickly typing in all of the other scores so we can keep up with date with them. I will quickly watch this free kick first, though. It's going to be taken right-footed from the far corner of the box, the left corner. McGilvray's right. A four-man wall is there. It's hit, dinked straight into the wall. Into Curtis, who straight looks to get back on them. Marcus has flicked it out left to them, to the edge of the box where Byers heads clear to Naylor. Naylor hits Marcus while trying to pass, but it gets to Johnson, who can't quite get there, but he continues his press to the centre-backs who hoof it clear. Can't really blame Marcus for that. Naylor kicked it into him. Straight out to the keeper and caught. Do let me know where you're watching from as well, because I will read comments in a second. I just have to fill this in before anything happens in other games, so I can actually fill those scores in. Still nothing going on. Pompey do have a throw in the right back area. Well, there we go. That is done. That will be on the bottom if anything happens. Nathan Sanderson, our best centre back, has got injured for the rest of the season. We've missed him so much. Oh, that's not fun. I do apologise for quality here and things like that, but unfortunately, there's literally nothing I can do about it. My Wi-Fi is apparently deciding it doesn't like working. Headed up by Bolton to Curtis on his box. Has a shot just wide. Just wide. What is going on? What Wi-Fi am I connected to? That one, yeah? Right, okay. Give me 1 second, everyone. I am still here. Your comments will still be read. I'm just attempting solutions of things. Just like unplugging other devices and things like that. Why am I so fuzzy for? I don't know what's happening here. Pompey on the high press. Accrington looking to just play it over us. I'm just going to check if that's actually what's happening on this as well. I'm fuzzy, aren't I? Right, give me 1 second, everyone. I'm supposing you can still hear me. I'm just trying everything I can to avoid the Wi-Fi problems. Because, once again, there's literally nothing I can do about them. I'm hoping that's improved it somewhat. Which team, in your opinion, will score first tonight? I'll have a look. I'll have a look at who's playing, and then I can have a look at who's going to score first. Because I don't know what game's going on, but Burton, I reckon, or one of AFC Wimbledon or Rochdale. Charlton, I think, is Nathan. I don't think that game will have early goals. I think that'll be quite close. Famous last words. But I personally, anyway, think that game's going to be quite a late one. I don't know when that. Did I open that a minute ago? I don't know. I don't think I did. But yeah, Nathan, football's a funny old game. We say things like this, and then a team that no one expects to score at all will score first. So, what can we do about it? Pompey have been the better side in these opening 7 minutes. I think Harness is on the left, Johnson is on the right of a kind of midfield 5. But those two do drop back in to help the defence. Evan says, I think Lincoln. Evan, once again, it could be. Anything can happy in football, mate. Happen, not happy. Yeah, anything can make you happy in football, though. There's a push on Johnson, though. That should be given as a free kick. It is given as a free kick to the Blues. But I'm trying to find out if there's anywhere I can plug in an Ethernet cable here. There isn't. But I'm going to have a look on Google now, because this is getting silly. Let me see if I can get an Ethernet cable adapter. No, they tried to shot from 40 yards out. Is it the roof of the stand? I do apologise for this again. I'm just trying to have a look and see if I can get an Ethernet cable ordered for the laptop. And that one could work. Will it work? That could work. Yeah, we never know. Nothing I can do about it now anyway. It is what it is until I can actually get something ordered. Free kick to Pompey there, just inside Accrington's half. Then Close looks to take quickly, but the referee is having absolutely none of that. Close is going to take it now, though. Cristiano Close, Pompey's number 8 today, going to take this right-footed up the pitch in the air, headed back across and then away. Out to Byers into the box, who left-footed into the box. Curtis Ryan's defender doesn't quite get there. Harness into the left-hand side of the box now on his left foot. On his left foot, comes back onto his right. Across the goal and... Oh! Harness has just gone into the box on the left-hand side, drilled one across the goal, and Johnson, no word of a lie, can't have been more than a stud away from getting that one into the back post. Against his former club as well, he's caught it, but not very well. And I do know Lincoln and Charlton have both just scored in the same minute. There we go. Charlton 1-0 up. Not good news for Pompey there. Meaning Pompey do now need to win. As if we didn't need to before, we need to win even more now. Jaden Stockley with the goal for Charlton. They will be on the bottom now. The goals that have gone in anyway. Pompey should be 1-0 up. And that's not even me being bitter. Pompey should be 1-0 up. I don't know what we just had a free kick given against us for, but we have had one given against us. Once we get up, beats me as to why. As the ball is played along, looking for Bolton out to the right to Johnson, then back to Bolton, who's scuffed it and out for a throw-in on Accrington's left wing. Still 0-0, but Pompey looking much the better side. Into the box, close, right-footed, kicks it down to the wing. Curtis controls brilliantly, up to Marquis. Curtis is through the middle if he needs him, decides to go out left, which is going to be just a bit too far for Harness. Harness pressing down the keeper, Savin just misses Harness's right foot. Tackle in the midfield, Accrington to get it away. Some lovely football here by them. Closest blocked out the initial pass. Charles is in down the left. Charles onto his right foot. Charles hits one straight into McGillivray's arms. Sunderland dropped the fourth as it stands. Not good. Not like you to say that. You're normally shouting at that, or is that for like that's for later, mate, when we're losing. Shouting is saved until we lose. Who's got for Lincoln? Oh, no surprises there. George Grant. George Grant with the goal for Lincoln. Anyone actually surprised by that? And as my Wi-Fi decides it doesn't want to work again? Surprised it wasn't a penalty, actually. Loves a good penalty, does George Grant. See, into the box for Naylor. Naylor into the box now and gets stopped at the first man. Naylor's not the man you want to be dribbling around people, that's for sure. Now, once again, I do apologise for what is happening with the quality. But there's nothing I can do. I don't know if you can see it, but the Wi-Fi is here. I'm touching it here. So I'm going to see if I can suspend it on something like a couple of centimetres away from the box. Like away from the Wi-Fi. Just need something to put it on here. Just a book. I've got a book. This is the struggles of trying to do YouTube live. Oh, well done. And inevitably breaking every single thing you try and operate. Love it when my plans don't work. Just need something to go there that it can sit on. Because it's working. Oh, actually, boom. The Wi-Fi is now there. So that it's about 2 centimetres away from the laptop. So that should work perfectly fine. It's Pompey hoof clear. Okay. If this doesn't work anymore, that's stupid. Because the Wi-Fi might as well be on the laptop. As Raggett heads away only as far as Marquis. Well, I say only as far as Marquis, but Marquis wasn't far away. Byers turns around and pings him out to the right. Absolute quality player for us recently. Johnson knocks one back to Bolton, who plays one back to McGilvray. Raggett thought it was for him, so sprinted at it, but it wasn't. It was for Craig McGillivray. I don't know how to pronounce his name, because I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly. I'm not Scottish. Hoofed by, I think, Cameron Burgess there. It wasn't. Cameron Burgess on the left. Whoever the right back is for today. Burgess now does hoof it, but only as far as James Bolton. An absolute lanky guy picks it up. Love it not knowing people's names. 32 into the midfield now for who I think is McConville. Oh, it was out to the right midfield there for them, but Harness picked it up and passes it straight back to him to play it Whipped into the box now. Search for Colby Bishop. Bullet header top right. 1-0 to Accrington. It's all come from a harness mistake. It's all come from a harness mistake, that. Colby Bishop with his 20th goal of the season. I know it's not. No, Colby Bishop isn't the one that's got 19. Colby Bishop with his 10th goal of this League One season, and that hasn't even been coming. It's not even been deserved. It's just one whip ball into the box and he's headed it top corner. Class goal, but undeserved. Good header. What can you do about it? 15 minutes gone. 1-0 to Accrington. Like I told you earlier, with form we won't get in playoffs, unfortunately, mate. We probably won't now. As I said, we don't win tonight. Playoffs is completely off the table, no matter what happens. I think this does mean we've already slipped down the table behind Charlton, who still have a game in hand. See, Accrington still aren't playing very well. They're straight in our faces, but we're the better side. It's just that one cross by Sean McConville into Colby Bishop, who's headed it top corner. And once again, what can you do about that? And then he's headed it into the goal, and it's 1-0. It's painful. Byers on the edge of the box hits one, deflected back to number 28. The centre-back deflects it back to his own player. Hooflong, Naylor is going to win his header. He doesn't. He gets pushed in the back, not given. Bolton then heads it straight back to them. Dion Charles looks to get underway, but Raggett is there. Back to McGilvray, who kicks it long again. Pompey currently down to 8th, only 3 points above Accrington. Quite interestingly there. Hooflong, again to no one. Savin is going to shepherd this one out. Curtis does hit him, and he tries to fall over like a little baby, does Savin. But so look how old he is. Toby Savin is. It doesn't even say how old he is. It says English country number 40 shirt. Don't tell me how old he is. Must be a game tonight, Pompey. It is, mate. And even we scored 2 inside 10 minutes against them. How are we struggling? But the thing is, we're not struggling. We've just conceded. Even now, we're the better side. And I don't say that lightly because I don't normally admit it. Raggett heads one long. It's over Savin's head. Curtis doesn't pressurise it down, even though he probably could have. But we're not struggling against him. We just haven't put the chances we have had away, but we haven't had any clear ones yet. That's quite simply all that it is that one chance that we're lacking. And Savin is 20. He's acting like he's about 19, if not younger. Close, right-footed. Luckily, someone slipped in, but even still, Accrington get the ball out to the left-hand side. Cuts back inside. Shifts one out to the right for number 32. Hits one very powerfully about a yard over the bar. And I think that was Dion Charles. He was calling for a corner when he's just blazed it over the bar. Didn't touch anyone on the way. Well, you must have a terrible defence. Once again, it's not defence. It was just a ball into the box that he's won brilliantly. He's lost his man and bullet header into the top right. It was Harness, who was our left midfielder for today, just passed it back to him. I thought the chance had been dealt with, but evidently not. Marquis Eustace again. To be fair, Dan, he's not had much to do. He's not been, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending him, but he hasn't had much to do today. Pompey just making it as hard as possible as always. Down the line to Pompey. Pompey do get a throw in down the left wing here. Pompey need a goal before the 30-minute mark. Rasmus Nikolaisen has come forward. The player you probably don't want down the left wing. No options for Pompey here whatsoever. Marquis does present one. You're gonna have to throw it in a minute, Rasmus. Come on, mate. It's not like we're looking for a goal. Down the line to Marquis. Doesn't even get it that far, and it's straight to an Accrington player. Well done, Rasmus. Byers gets flipped in half, but gets back up and wins the ball straight away. But I love him. I love George Byers. He's been class on loan from Swansea since he's hit some form. in his last couple of games. Before that, he looked a bit of a liability under Kenny Jackett, but under the Cowleys, he seems to be doing the right thing. As Curtis plays one out of play down the right wing, looking for Johnson, but it's gone nowhere near him and straight out of play. That not good enough. We're the PFC. We don't like winning at Aki. We never win at Accrington. Well, not recently anyway. I mean, we did in League Two. Since they've been promoted, we don't win there. Interestingly, though, we've got them next weekend as well. So, no matter what happens, we will have to play them next weekend. Yeah. It's not like, we've got them next in the playoffs because we're not there yet, but we've got them next weekend. And then we've got Wimbledon before that, who is realistically a 3 points away at the team that are in the relegation battle. You need to be beaten then. Bishop straight onto Raggett, who wins a challenge he didn't have to make, but he ended up having to make it because of a bad touch. That for a throw-in down Lincoln's right wing. Left wing. Lincoln's left wing, our right back area. Harness in the left back area. Hoops it forward towards Curtis, doesn't win his header. Byers, though, does win his header back to Curtis, who looks to hold it off calm. Byers, then brilliant pass out to the left wing from Marquis. One defender to beat on the left-hand side. Doesn't beat him, but still has the ball, Marquis. And I think he's won a corner there. It's a throw-in right in the end of by the corner flag. At least your game has chances. Our game is literally a passing game. I'm watching paint dry. Neither side wanted to throw anything away then, Nathan, no? I suppose both sides just need to rekindle some form. Both of you don't want to throw anything away, which is a problem, I suppose. I can have a look and see if what's it called can be relegated tonight. Rochdale. So with a loss tonight, Rochdale will be 5. No, they can't be relegated tonight, but they will be 5 points off safety. 2 games left. So Rochdale can't mathematically be relegated tonight, but Wigan would have to do something spectacular to not stay up. That's another thing as well that people don't realise is playoffs are soon. And if you think about it, clubs like Charlton and Blackpool still have these 4 games left to play. Pompey only have 3. Charlton and Blackpool have Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday before those playoffs. So they could get injuries in that time. Pompey could lose points as well, but thrown in again, headed away. Byers holds it off into Curtis to Marquis, who Marquis just passes it to absolutely no one. And then Raggett wins his head along again. Curtis flicks it out to the right for Johnson. Johnson up, looking for Byers. Byers probably won't win that, but it is towards the keeper saving, who kicks it long, only as far as Curtis, who hits one left-footed, straight deflected, but Byers is going to get it. Johnson is no, across the box. Marquis hits the puck. How are you missing that? Score, man. You've cost over £1 million. You just missed that. Oh, my God. Johnson has got the ball on the right wing, whipped into the box along the floor. Marquis, no one to beat. I think the defender might have stopped him, but Marquis has no one to beat. It's round the keeper. He's at the post. All he has to do there is right-footed pass it in. He's tried to use his left foot. Hit it with your right foot, man. It's not hard. Donkey. Has anyone got Ollie Hawkins' number still? Shocking. How did Marquis miss that? He has to go in the centre and you want to keep him. Jeff, I want to keep him only because I know he's got the ability, but that was undefendable. Jeff, the only thing is, even if he is just a backup, I wouldn't sell him because you're not going to get anything for him at the moment. He's got that contract. You might as well keep. If he was out of contract, I wouldn't think about renewing it. But because he's at, Curtis could be through here. He muscles off the defender, but that's a free kick somehow. But yeah, Jeff, as I said, I'd only keep him as a backup, but I wouldn't sell him unless you have a striker that will score goals lined up. Because Marquis, albeit he has been shocking quite often, he still has the ability in him, which is undeniable. Whoops. He has that ability to score goals when he wants to. I'm just going to go quickly close my door. I'll be back in a second. trying to sum up what's going on in this, and it's just shocking. It's undefendable, really, now. Pompey have been the better side, but making nothing of it. That is the best chance you'll get. As a striker, you look at that. Yes, there's a defender behind me, but I'm through on goal. There's not even a keeper to beat. Just hit it right-footed into the net, but he's tried to use his left. What striker in their right mind tries to use the foot that's being stopped by the defender? That one, apparently. This is shocking. And I missed the positivity, but this is shocking. Pompey know they need 3 points today. Nothing less will be acceptable, and this is how they perform. Danny Cowley even said it, without a win today, it's just not good enough. Erasmus heads it clear. Knocked down. Curtis tries to latch onto it, but can't. Byers wins his header into Rasmus. Rasmus hits his player. Raggett hoofs it long. Harness trying to win his header, can't. Byers goes to clean up, but misses the ball again. But straight back in with a challenge. He hasn't quite got the ball, but he's put him under pressure. That's at least. See, George Byers has been a player. I honestly, even today, I can't criticise him. He's been class. McGilvray hoofs it out to the left where nobody is apart from Accrington players. And Ben Close tries to miss it, doesn't, but Byers can try and clean up. He can't in the end. Bolton, what a challenge! Bolton doing what Bolton does best and throwing an absolute big Brexit challenge. Killing, I think what that was, Dion Charles, but Dion Charles would have been through if that hadn't gone right. Raggett is now making his way out to the right wing. Raggett with the cross, deflected into Curtis, doesn't win it, and it's now hoofed away. Don't want Raggett up there. I know we need a goal, lads, but you don't throw your centre-back up front in the 27th minute. Get back, please. Thank you. Bolton was trying to look to play this throw quickly, but there are no options anymore. Marquis chests it back to Bolton. Bolton then tries to play it down the wing where no man and no dog is up there. Byers now is pressing back the keeper though. Savin boots it long. Raggett heads it clear from the halfway line. Curtis stands there with a man on his shoulder so he couldn't jump, but nothing given. Accrington now passing it around us under no real pressure whatsoever. Pinged out to the left wing. McConville on the ball. McConville out to the right wing now. Some good football being played by Accrington. Cut back, whipped in. Well, attempted to whip in. Blocked by Close now for a throw-in down Accrington's right wing. How did Byers not play on a jacket after signing him this summer? We do. His attitude wasn't great under jacket, but that was because he wasn't getting played. He's now getting played, and he's been one of our better players. He's class. It looks like he actually cares, and I know he's loved by Swansea fans as well. But I don't think he's championship level at the moment. Into the box now for Accrington. Jesus Christ. That should have been 2-0. Into the box, completely unopposed in the penalty spot, and instead of just smashing it in, he's tried to pass it, but passed it straight down the middle. How is he? He'd be kicking himself. He'll be kicking himself for not scoring that. That realistically should have been 2-0 to Accrington Stanley, written on the scoreboard right now. But it isn't, luckily. And with 15 minutes left to go in this half, Pompey still trail 1-0. Pain. This is just pain. It's painful. It's painless. We just need something. Close is going to take his free kick down the right wing now. Just inside Accrington's half. But it's a good area for a right footer. Close whips it into the box. Unmarked header. Curtis, I think that was. It's just come off the top of his head now for a goal kick. I don't know if it actually was Curtis. But whoever it was, it came off the top of their head and out for a goal kick. Byers is trying to organise the team here. Evidently, he's annoyed at the fact they're losing. He's a bit like Curtis here. He gets frustrated when we don't win. And yeah, that was Curtis. So he's let highest for the header unmarked, but isn't quite able to get that on target. It's unlucky, but once again, chances not being taken is not what I want to hear. Chances being taken is what we do want to hear. But that's not happening in a minute, is it? Saving hits it long again. Bolton heads it back. And it's in a hoof clear again. Out to Accrington's right wing where Harness should get this one quite evident. No, he's let it go out for a throw-in. Pompey throwing deep into their own half here. Can I do what Afterfan TV did, just blame it on the weather? Because it is hammering it down out there. Thrown down the line. Accrington win the header with number 18, who is very lanky. Headed long again as Marquis runs past the ball and just ignores the fact that it's actually there. And this will be a Pompey goal kick, I think. If not, it's a throw-in. But no, it's a throw-in, but right in the corner. Has there been a corner yet? Oh, someone's just moved directly in front of the camera. Helpful. Thrown down the line by Nicolaisen. Harness wins his header, but heads it straight into the path of Accrington. He's through on goal here. Onto his left foot. He chips it back into the box. Onto Dion Charles' right foot. It is blocked, though, as Harness tries to get it out to the left. And away down the line. Left-footed down the line. Deflected now for a Pompey throw-in in the left midfield area. What's everyone making of this first half so far, then? Should have just hit that. I don't know why he's trying to pass it. I think Tom Naylor and Rasmus Nicolaisen, a combination of both of them, has got in the way of that. I don't know how I'm keeping my head on. Because this is shocking. Probably the better side, but that doesn't mean anything in football. You can be the better side and lose 4-0. Brentford beating Rotherham 1-0. Newport beating Scunthorpe 3-0. Carlisle travelling to Cheltenham winning 1-0. Exeter beating Grimsby 1-0 on Barrow, travelling to Forest Green with a 2-0 lead at the moment. Cheltenham could be promoted today, mathematically, with a point. But they're failing to do that at the moment. If they win today, they'll be 4 points clear with 2 games left at the top of the league. This is painful. Hello, just finished watching Bird Box, which is a horror film, and came to see we're losing 1-0. What was the goal like? Good goal. Whipped in from the right wing by Accrington into Harvey Bishop, who's bullet headed it top right. No stopping it by McGilvray, in my opinion. Probably should have marked him in the middle. But didn't. Yeah, simple goal, really. Just whipped into the box and headed in. Pompey have possibly been the better side in this game, but that doesn't say much because we haven't been great. Right back position thrown down the line. Flicked on by Johnson, which to no one. Byers and hooks it up forward. Curtis wins his header into Marquis. Marquis in behind the defence here. Goes for a shot from 30 yards, which bobbles out for a goal kick, but could have easily been a throw-in. Okay, and Blake don't get down yet, still plenty of time. Yeah, Jeff, there he is. It's just annoying watching the way we're playing. But we're controlling most of the game, but that means nothing at the moment. We're making it simple for them when they want to do stuff. And Marquis is once again proving why he's not worth over £1 million, even though we did pay £1 million for him. I might just have to throw myself out of a window. It's more enjoyable than watching Pompey, I suppose. Should we bring... This is a bear I had when I was a kid. It's a good luck bear. It's a good luck Pompey there. He's going to sit. Where should I sit him? I could sit him somewhere on screen here, couldn't I? That's not on screen. Where is on screen? That's the question. You know what? The good luck bear can sit over here. Don't know if you can see him over there, guys, but he is there. He's watching the game now. I've had him since I was a little kid, pretty much. I think, anyways, and he's not a new one over there. Just like that one over there. But that's got the FA Cup badge on it. That one. That's an old one, that. Burton have taken the lead at Fleetwood. Well, home to Fleetwood. A big goal for Burton there, but once again, that game couldn't mean anything at all if you wanted it to. Neither side have anything to play for. Free kick to Pompey inside their own box there. I got a bit worried thinking that was a penalty. McGilvray goes straight on the hunt for the football there. Naylor, I think his legs just gave up and just fell on the floor. Got bored. Could be said anyway. Lucas Akins with the goal there for Burton. Rasmus Nicolaisen on the left midfield area here. Throws it back to Raggett. Raggett across to Bolton, who's getting pressed down by two of them. Out to Raggett again. Raggett smacks it long. Curtis bumps that one back to the right back area now. Sean Raggett dillies and dallies and nearly passes that to whatever his name is. Be able to find new names. Dion Charles. Sean, yes. I'm confused. William, could you explain? Blake Marcus has to go. Can't score from the penalty spot. Enough is enough. I agree, mate. The only reason I continue to say maybe not sell him yet is because, one, you won't get as much money for him as you would like to think, and two, he's a good backup if we do get a new striker in. You know, cup games, he'd still be good for, I reckon. Well, the leasing.com ones anyway. At least Harrison has a penalty in him and he has some pace in him. I know he's not great and he can't finish to save his life, but he's got pace and power in him, I know that's for sure. At the moment, Marcus has got less pace and power than a horse. And he's got pretty much the same shooting. If you're wondering why I did that, Close just blocked out a tackle and it came in at the camera. Which, if you're watching it in VR, so it would have scared the life out of you. I've looked up and the ball's travelling towards the camera. Quite funny that, actually. That's something to keep me amused. I'm spinning around, getting out of my way. This is how boring this game is. I'm not humming to myself. McGilvray to take this goal kick. Hoofed long to the left midfield area and straight back to Accrington because he wanted to play a 1-2 and he gets the ball straight back. Harrison would be a better striker with the Cowley's style. He probably would because the Cowleys are looking to get it in behind and someone to either hold it up and do something like that. And my laptop's going to die here and I don't know where the charger is. That's there. They like people that can, hold up the ball, use their power to the right ways. Glad that let me know, because otherwise the stream would have ended and you would have wondered why. But yeah, someone that can hold the ball up mainly, and that's what Harrison's best at, as well as winning headers and killing people, which is what you want to see, I suppose. Anyway, can I turn that up anymore? There we go. I'll turn that up a little bit. Battery low. Oh, that one's low as well. I haven't turned on the plug. So on the edge of the area with Accrington here, they have a shot just wide of the far post, and I'm going to turn on that charger. And I'm not even live anymore. I don't know why, but I'm not. So I will go live. For some reason, the game wasn't live. Accrington do have a corner now. I think that might even be the first corner. It's their kind of right wing corner. McConville will take this right-footed. Whipped in right-footed towards the back post. One by Burgess, but it was going out for a goal kick. It's not. Number 2 keeps it in, whips it back into the box. Harnish. Rasmus wins his header only as far as one of them. Back out to the right wing from a Conville who's going to take on Close here. Gets onto his right foot, goes past Close with ease, into the box, smashes it off the crossbar. That could have been 1-0. Sorry, Blake, you're not Kylie. Is that because I bent over to do the charger? Yeah. No, it came up on here saying battery low, and I was like, no, it's plugged in. Looked over there, and it's not actually turned on. That's how tired I was when I was setting this up. I didn't even turn the chargers on. I have now, so we have no problems anymore. That was very close. McConville smashed that off the underside of the bar. I'm surprised it didn't go in as Marquis looks to win the ball. Any surprises and any guesses as to what happened? He didn't. Raggett has just killed someone. He stepped across him to win the ball, hasn't won the ball, and he's just kicked his shin. I think that's Dion Charles. I don't know if it's Dion Charles. That should be a yellow card. I'm not going to debate that. Yeah, Raggett is... Killing is an understatement. He stepped across his body and Dion Charles has flown. To be fair, though, he hasn't made a challenge yet today, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets away with just a warning for this. It wasn't a great challenge, but still. Yeah, no yellow card for Sean Raggett, but put a strong talk into, I suppose. It was an unlucky challenge. It wasn't meant to be done, but he did do it, so I wouldn't have been surprised to see him go into the book, but he hasn't gone into the book. Game done. 2-0. That's shocking as well. Not even defendable, that. The free kick's been whipped in. Well, it's been fake whipped in. The wall split apart. He's then dinked it over the wall. It doesn't exist anymore. Raggett's flicked it on towards the back post. Bishop across goal, and the Burgess has had nearly tapping. It's a Cameron Burgess goal. If anyone thinks it was a Colby Bishop one, it wasn't. But this is undeniably undefendable. Blake is so pissed off. Yeah, mate, I am. We'll have 45 minutes to score 3. Rochdale have taken the lead as well away at Wimbledon. That doesn't matter at the moment. Jeff, okay, bye-bye playoff. Let's build for next season and get rid of the rubbish Jacket has left us with. Yeah. 2-0 should be game done. Whether or not we can come out this second half and score 3, I don't know. But if we're to do that, I think we've got to go 4-3-3 or just something to change it. It's too defensive at the moment. And yeah, you could say it is still free. It's free at the back and then more, but the two midfielders are being limited to what they can do because they don't want to leave the defence exposed. Close comes in and nicks the ball. I don't know how long it's going to be added on here. Should be some time added on at least. Naylor up to Marquis, who does get fouled. 2 minutes added on. Bolton takes a free kick long. Burgess beats Raggett for the header, and it's going to be a throw in down the left wing. Nathan, he knew before. Oh, can people not write the score? No, it's just fine, James. It doesn't annoy me because I know on my phone anyway. Most of the time, I know before anyone knows. I just don't say it because it hasn't come up on here. It does come up on my phone most of the time anyway because the phone is there and it will come up. That one was actually on time. I didn't know that we'd scored before that one in because I looked up and it was in the back of the net. So, yeah, it doesn't annoy me when people write scores in. If they want to write scores in, I'm not going to complain about it. Oh, get up, child. Colby Bishop. No, it's not Colby Bishop. That is someone else. The other striker. Dion Charles down injured there. That. Can I crawl into a hole? Can I just go into a hole and stay there? This football club does things to me I don't want it to do to me. I'm hoping Dad will join us. It is pretty much half time now anyway. As it has come up on my phone saying half time. 2-0 down to a side that have nothing to play for. It has now finished then. The job wasn't hard. It's hard. It's certainly harder now. I'm hoping Dad will join us so we can get his thoughts. John Coleman has gone over to the referee to have a nice chat with him and moan about stuff. John Coleman's moaning about the game even though they're 2-0 up. Blake, who are the players that signed your shirt? Oh, we talked about this before. I think it's 2015-16. I think. Must have been. So there's Gareth Evans on there. I think. Yeah, I'll have a look actually because then I can find out who signed it again. I will check. No, it wasn't that season. – 2013-14. So that means we would have had players. Phil Smith was in goal then. John Sullivan, Adam Webster, Ben Chorley, absolute legend. Some of these would definitely be on there. Some of them won't be, because I'm not sure about all of them. Adam Webster, Bonzingala, Joe De Vera, Sean Bradley, Roman Padavani, Jack Watmore, Nicky Shorey, Painter, Potts, Butler, Danny East, Alfay, Johnny Ertle, Danny Hollands, Sean Ferry, Simon Ferry, Nick Orford, Ben Close was at the team then. I think he did actually sign it. Jake Jervis was at the club then. Jed Wallace, Ryan Taylor, Patrick Angiman, John Marquis might have signed it because he was at the club back then. Craddock, Connolly, Ashley Harris, yeah. I'm going to phone Dad Because Dad hasn't appeared yet, and I need his opinion. I'm hoping you can hear him. Probably disappeared off. Helpful as always is my dad. Yeah, he must have disappeared off. I don't blame him actually. He might have gone and put himself on the barbecue he's doing, and put himself on it. Which wouldn't surprise me because that's how I feel right now as well. Actually, going on, lads. What's everyone's thoughts on that first half then? I'm hoping we can get Dad's opinion in. He is phoning me. Dad, you're on speaker in the stream. Can you rejoin it, please?
That's what I'm trying to do. See, it's ended.
It's ended?
No, I'll try again.
All right. So apparently for Dad, the stream has ended. I don't think it has. No, I don't think it has. we wait for Dad. Pretty much. That's what we're doing right now. Because I love getting Dad's opinion on this. Because my opinion's all well and good, but you can hear my opinion for the whole 90 minutes. Oh. Whereas Dad, you get to hear at half time, full time, and at the final whistle. I'm really looking forward to next season under the Cowley. So am I. Right, Dad is here. You have free reign. Say what you want to say.
Well, we can't finish to save our lives. Marcus is a complete and utter donkey. We can't defend to save our lives. We've had most of the play. I mean, I'm only listening on the radio because obviously you're watching it. But it's embarrassing. Harness gets crosses in. There's no one to support him. There's no one in the box. It's shocking.
Well, I mean, the two chances that we had, Marquis completely unopposed, the defender behind him blocking off his left foot. So instead of just kicking it in with his right foot, he kicked it in with his left foot, which meant that he couldn't get it on target and the defender stopped him.
Blake, we got to sell that donkey in the summer. He's crap, right? He's rubbish.
Yeah.
I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. 3/4 of these players don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
And are not good enough. Simple as that.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
I mean, it's every. I mean, it's just go. Oh, I mean, defense is shaky. To be fair, we've been the better team, if you're being honest. But,
yeah, definitely.
But that doesn't matter. They scored 2 goals, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whatsoever. You're not wrong.
I don't know what to say, mate. It's just.
This would be our season over.
No, it's depressing. Do you honestly think they're going to come back and score 3 goals?
Not playing the way we have.
No.
We've been decent, but we haven't looked like scoring.
Charlton are winning as well, aren't they?
Yep. As it stands, Pompey a point off the playoffs, and the 2 teams that are a point above us have games in hand.
Yeah, mate. If we lose tonight, you forget about it.
Yeah, Peterborough have gone 1-0 up at home to Doncaster with Joe Ward in the 10th minute. Once again, doesn't affect us, but
what is? I mean, Marquis, he's got to go, isn't he, Blake? We need some proper. We need. Is Alfie Stanley on the bench?
Yeah.
Chuck it. I'd put him on. Just something different.
You do realise that Ryan Williams is on the bench?
Well, put him on as well. I'll take half this lot of crap.
No, what I'd do is, I would say 4-4-2, but Lee Brown's not even on the bench. I don't want to bring Charlie Daniels on because I might as well just take everyone off the pitch and play just against Craig McGilvray. But if we look, we're playing a 3-5-2. That ain't worked. We realistically do need to go to a back four. And I know Charlie Daniels is our only left back, but even if we put Harvey White there, you need someone to go left back. Play the 4-4-2 that we know. Play it with Curtis and Williams up front. Get Marquis off. Harness on one wing. Buy Johnson on the other maybe, or Johnson at right back. Bolton and something at the centre backs. But it's just not going well,
mate. Honestly, moving forward, I don't want to swear, but it's just embarrassing. Defensively, we're woeful. Yes, we have the chances, but we can't hit a barn door. I mean, some players are trying, others just look completely out of their depth. I mean, it's just.
You know what? I'm just going to go and grab Pompey's new striker. Give me a moment, Dad. You chat.
Yeah, guys who watch it, this is just a joke. I mean, we're so we're so much worse. We're getting worse, not better. Yeah, the cat would be better than that Marquis.
This guy would be better than John Marquis up front. He's very tasty. He's gone. He's gone. He's left. Even he's fed up of it all. I can hear a pigeon, and that's more enjoyable in the game right now.
I mean, do you know what? I thought it would be a difficult game, but I didn't expect. They had 2 chances and they scored 2 goals.
Yeah, we knew it'd be difficult, but we didn't say 2-0 at half time.
Yeah, but Blake, they've only had 2 chances. Oh, they hit the bar as well, but they've had 2 chances.
They've just taken the 2 they've had, and yeah, they've hit the bar, but they've had 3 shots on goal. They've had 3 crosses. That's it, and they're 2-0 up.
I've said this before, time and time again. Something fundamentally's got to change at this club. We've got bang average players that either don't care or aren't good enough.
Well, if we look at the stats from that first half, Dad, possession 50-50, 11 shots to 8 in their favour. Chances, both sides only having one chance. Pass success fairly equal. Pompey a bit less. Accurate passes, they've only got a couple more than us, and they've got the worst stat in the league. Only 1 corner, that's to them. We haven't had a shot on target yet.
That says it all.
It does. 6 shots. Well, we've had 8 shots. Oh, 2 blocks, right. But yeah, Nathan, I think your dad's just sick of this shit. He doesn't know what to say anymore. Is that true, Dad?
What? Well, I am sick of it. It's crap. It's like watching Sunday League football. Some of these players are getting.
That's being harsh on Sunday League football.
Players are getting paid $6-7 grand a week. Absolute shocking. And the thing that annoys me the most, they've got no passion, no commitment, no effort. Marquis doesn't care. Sell him. Get rid of him. Half these lot need to go. More than half. 3/4 of them need to go.
Yeah. Dad, this analogy is probably quite good. I've got a cat law which sleeps most of the time. He's half a tail because he's got run over, or we think he's had a hip amputated, he's castrated, and he's 2.5 and can do a better job than Marquis up top.
Exactly.
Not even wrong. These are Jacket's players. Give the Cali's a couple of years with their type of players. Agreed. Jeff, we can chat all we want about Pompey not being good enough, and I know you're not. You're a very honest Pompey fan, but you can chat all you want about Pompey not being good enough and say, oh, it's the Cowleys, the tactics. It's not.
It's got nothing to do with them. These players simply aren't good enough.
It's like playing FIFA. I know some of you may not play FIFA. Some of you may be too old. Some of you may be too young. Some of you don't have Xboxes or PlayStations. I don't know. But it's like playing FIFA, coming into a club with 3 games left of or in the middle of a season. Transfer windows are turned off, and then being sacked because your players aren't playing well enough. You're simming all the games, and you get blamed for it. It's not your fault. It's the players.
This just depresses me. I mean,
you can put all the tactics you want in place, but if those players aren't built for those tactics, it's not going to work. Yeah. Simple as that.
Well, I completely agree with you, mate. I'll just get depressed watching them now.
I genuinely might have to go for another late night walk.
Mm.
Because otherwise I'm going to end up fuming. And the review will be out in the morning, but it's another tough one to make if Pompey can't pull something out of the hat. Can we pull a rabbit out of the hat there? Do you reckon we can?
What? No, I don't.
And I'm not even going to disagree because weirder things have happened, but
I think we need to take Marquis off straight away. I'd give that Alfie Stanley a chance because anything's better than that idiot. He is absolutely
the Cowleys have
shocking.
said though they don't want to put him in at the deep end.
Blake, we're trying to get the playoffs.
The yes, Dad, but they don't want to put him in at the deep end. This is the definition of the deep end.
Oh yeah. So,
that's like throwing him into a pit of piranhas, and you've got to try and swim up through 15 metres of them.
I just can't believe.
I don't disagree with you in terms of yes, bring him on, but he won't come on because the Cowleys have already said that they don't want to put him in the deep end. They want to bring him on with 3 or 4 up, which won't happen.
I don't understand how we've gone from top of the league at Christmas, buzzing, to watching this absolute horror show.
Mediocre football at best.
And it's not just this game; it's week in, week out. I mean, it's just shocking.
Yeah, it is.
Unacceptable. Not good enough. Get these people. We've got to get half this lot out of our club.
Maybe. I don't know if you can see this, Dad, but this is a Pompey thing. And I'm going to show you it quickly. Home of Portsmouth FC, FA Cup winners. 2008. FA Cup finalists, 2010.
Yeah,
this put under that, failure to beat Accrington Stanley, 2020 and 2021.
Oh, it's just embarrassing,
Accrington
mate.
Stanley.
It's just embarrassing, Blake.
A team that had a milk advert which literally said, "Who are they?"
Yeah, it's
exactly. Oh, mate. I'm just looking at that to see if there has been any changes. Nicky Cowley is next to John Marquis, and he's having a word with him. Both Cowleys have walked out with Marquis.
I'd find a river and chuck him in it ASAP.
I think there's a river near that ground, actually.
Yeah,
just drop him off at the services.
He's useless. Absolutely useless.
Danny Cowley having words with the referee. I don't know what about. It's not about fouls or anything. Toby, I don't know why every game has spent £10 on the game. Such a waste of money. Agreed.
It is.
Definitely.
Well, you haven't spent £10.
I wouldn't watch this if I got paid to. No changes at half time for the Blues.
Yeah, that's a joke, mate. This is.
Jeff, then why put him in the team substitute? I don't know, mate. I'm guessing that's in case Pompey do, by some miracle, go 4-0 up in a game. And I think we don't actually have a striker, so injuries maybe as well.
Well, I'm going to go and say, Blake, I'm going to say a prayer to someone, mate, because this is a joke.
Buddha, Jesus, God.
Anybody. Allah.
Pick one. Oh, there has been a sub. There has been a Pompey sub. I don't know who's come off. I'm going to find out. James Bolton has made way for Ryan Williams. And there's been a second sub. 2 subs for Pompey. James Bolton making way for Ryan Williams. And then, when I find out who's come off, it's a double sub, I know that. I don't want to tell you who's come on before I know who's come off for him. Pompey straight into them with Curtis and Marquis still out front. I think it's Ben Close has come off. Any guesses for who, Dad?
Harvey White.
Andy Cannon. Probably what we need now, actually, some energy. But Dad, I'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of listening to this pain. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, out the Blues. Love you, mate.
Out the Blues. See you in a bit. We'll win 3-2. Jeff, I wish I had as much anticipation as you. What's up, mate? Do you want to come and say hello to YouTube? Yeah. Wait a minute, my brother's going to come and say hello. Come on, come and say hello. Come in. Can you say play up Pompey?
Play up Pompey!
Good boy. There's football up there.
No.
Is it boring?
No.
I think it is.
Me too.
You need to go to bed now.
Um,
You shut my door on the way out, please, mate.
yeah.
He doesn't think it's boring, but no. I said shut it on the way out. He shut it with himself in it. No, leave the wood, please, mate. You standing here to watch football, are you? Wouldn't normally let him in here to watch football while we're streaming, but no worries for me. Yeah, there's football on both, mate.
Yeah.
Harness down the left wing. Harness checks back onto his right foot. Plays it back to Andy Cannon. Andy Cannon looks to go past one. He does end up going past him. Back out to Harness on the left wing. Harness right footed into the box, looking towards Marcus. Doesn't win his header. Curtis is on the keeper. It's dropped down. That should have been a corner. I think it's been given as a goal kick. Should have been a corner. It's not as a goal kick. There you go. Well, if you were missing entertainment, you now have it in the form of my brother. What are you doing? Should we go out front for Pompey next weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah? You can go do a job?
Yeah. But I can't go there now.
You can't go because they're in Accrington, mate.
It's dark.
And it's dark, yeah. Come on. Go on then.
What time?
Bye, mate. Well, a little cameo appearance from Pompey's next striker then. Probably would still do a better job than John Marquis, but the only reason he can't be there is because it's dark. He doesn't like playing in the dark. But this is the last Tuesday game for Pompey, so Curtis down the right wing then. Curtis right-footed into the box, headed away at the first man. It was deflected though. Unlucky there. Pompey have got him trapped in the left back area. They hoof it long. Naylor straight on that, doesn't win it, and they've hoofed it. A little bit of slice there. Harness picks it up on the left kind of wing bit in between there and the middle of the park and the halfway line. An exchange with Cannon and Raggett. Raggett then passes it out to the right back slot where Johnson is operating. Johnson then up to Williams. Williams plays it into Colby Bishop, like into him. Byers catches an Accrington man late there, but I don't think he did touch him too badly. As Accrington come down the right wing here into the box. He skips around Nicolaisen, but it is going to go straight into McGilvray's arms. Safely dealt with that one. Peterborough have gone 2-0 up. I've just knocked my desk as well. We will edit the team to show who is still on the pitch. Because I know a lot of people do like to know. Get in! John Marquis with the goal. I didn't even see that because I thought I would cut away. But it is Pompey 1, Accrington 2. I've said that the wrong way around. I don't care. John Marquis gets his goal at long last. That's confidence he needed. Was it a good goal though? Curtis dinks it around the defender. Marquis in between the two defenders from the edge of the box. Slams it. Bad keeping. Then he dinks it over the goalkeeper. It wasn't a good goal, but it's a goal. It wasn't a good one, but it was a goal. It wasn't a good goal. I will keep reiterating this. But it's ended up in the back of the net, and John Marquis has about 40 minutes to play this game. Much needed that. And Pompey now have the energy they needed. The pitch is slippy in there. Williams finds it out the hard way. But Pompey have got what they needed back. And I am just going to quickly edit the team. Pompey looking the better side by far since the turn of this half. But I still agree that Marquis is a donkey. He could score 15 tonight, and I still say that. There's Pompey's team then coming out of this second half along the bottom. McGilvray, Raggett, Nicolaisen, Johnson making up the back three in the keeper. Cannon, Naylor and Byers centrally operated. Harness and Williams on the wing with Marquis and Curtis up front. Two goals in 40 minutes is very much doable. Come on, Blue. Come on, Blues. You get the 3 points here. I won't complain about anything. Right, sorry. Down to 2-1, yes. Everyone thought fucking finally Marquis hat-trick. I can't see that happening. But if it does, then I will purse. What would I do if Marquis scores a hat-trick? I don't even know. Kieran, all right, mate. Peterborough 2 up, so championship for them. Yeah, most likely. They'd have to do something there. Did Cannon come off close? Darren, yes, he did. And then Williams came on for Bolton, meaning Johnson dropped back. Curtis has smashed that out for a throw-in down in our right back side. I don't know why he did that for. Wasn't unlucky, it was just shocking. I don't even know why I did that. Buy his t-shirt for 150 quid, probably. Already sell Marquis goal scoring t-shirt, 150 quid. That's the only thing I don't necessarily like. I know they're trying to earn money, but it's questionable as to why they do that. I know everyone tries to earn money and things like that, but that's debatable. That Bishop goal and assist for him today. Sunderland gonna have to do playoffs, says Jimmy. Yeah, you are, mate. What? The Accrington player is in the left wing. He's knocked it through someone's legs and jumped on the floor. And won a free kick in the left in Pompey's right back area. McConville did take. Who scored for Pompey? The one time I came on screen. John Marquis did, mate. Very surprisingly, but Marquis gets his first goal in a million years. Millenniums have passed and Marquis has finally scored. Still has to go. Jeff, fair enough, mate. Yet playoffs for Sunderland. Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. To the edge of the box. Number 36, smash. What a save! Craig McGilvray take a bow. Smashed towards goal by whoever number 36 is. I will find out who that is in a minute. But Accrington's number 36 has smashed that right-footed along the floor. McGilvray tips it onto the post. What a save from the big man. What a save. What a save. And Josh slagging him off, he scores. Yeah, I might. Ronan Curtis has been shocking now, but he's been good. I can't even do that. Come on, boys. Yes! Come on! Come on! Get in! Da, 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 Portsmouth! Portsmouth! Oh, Dad. Mistake, left-footed, round the keeper into the back of the net. Pompey, why do you do this to me?
Right, Blake. Let's just hope we can do the business, mate. Now, let's win this game.
Yes, Dad. What? We both said we wouldn't do it. We've come back within 9 minutes.
Right, well, let's see. Right, Blake. I'm gonna pray to Allah, Buddha, and Jesus, and hopefully he can win 3-2. Right, I'll be back at the end, Blake. Unless we score again.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you later.
At the Blues.
At Blues.
At the.
There goes Dad. Typical Pompey rollercoaster match. You ain't wrong, mate. Pompey by far the better side this whole game, but this last 10 minutes has been quality from us. Neither of the goals were actually shown by iFollow at the time, but I've now caught up. Pompey are 2-2. Marquis gets a goal, and the substitute Williams comes on and gets a goal as well. I mean, I could slag him off as much as I wanted to, but he scored, so I'm not going to do it anymore. I am just going to add on to this teams who scored in case there's any more subs, and I have to show it again. Williams has been class. Solly Colkai has scored for Blackpool. That would end Sunderland's hopes of anything. Portsmouth. Sorry, everyone. Being a Pompey fan comes with a health warning. It comes with more than that, mate. It should come with a health warning. God. There's never a dull moment supporting this football club, is there? There is never a dull moment. supporting Portsmouth Football Club. Fair enough. We do, even though it is 2-2 and I'm happy with that, because it's happened so early, I still wouldn't take a 2-2. We need a 3-2. The 2-2 isn't good enough coming into this game anyway. I know you may take a point now you've gone 2-0 down, but still, they're on the edge of our box here. Cannon hits it, but then fights to win it back. Johnson out to Williams on the right wing, who's going to run with it. He's got the pace as he skips round one man, then Burgess stops him, but it will be a Pompey throw-in on this near side. And we'll just edit some scores here because Sunderland have fallen behind. Any Sunderland fans here, how you feeling? Sully Kolkai with the goal for Blackpool there. That's not good for Pompey either. At all. As it stands, Pompey into the playoffs with a point, replacing Oxford. But with 3 points, it'll be 2 points above Charlton. Who will have a game in hand, but they do still have to play Hull and Lincoln. So that 3 points will be massive. Rochdale have taken a 2-goal lead against Pompey's Saturday's opponents, Wimbledon. Rochdale needing to win tonight to keep their hopes alive, and they're blooming doing it. Wimbledon are one of those teams this season, they never got going. They just never got going. Let's have a look at whether Wimbledon haven't dropped into the relegation zone, but Rochdale have gone within 2 points of Wigan and within 3 points of Wimbledon. Nathan, we're not winning playoffs. Sunderland terrible at the moment, mate. I feel bad for you. I thought you were going to win the bloody league. Not happening anymore, is it? Need to do better than Oxford, end of story. Yeah, and Charlton. Because Charlton's, yes, they do have games in hand, they're hard. But if we can just better Charlton's results, I know they've got 4 games left, but we better their results, we're in the playoffs. If they get a point tonight, we need to win. There's a right-footed free kick by McConville down this left wing. Raggett steps up and wins his header. He's going to go out to their right wing now instead. Back to number 36, who I still don't know his name. Whipped in, right foot to the back post and over everyone and out for a goal kick. We're back on terms, but we need to be back in front. We're back in front. We need to be in front. Please, Pompey, just do it. Evidently, the Cowleys have done something at half time. If this was Jacket, we would have been 4-0 down by now. Chelsea have taken the lead away at Real Madrid as well. Christian Pulisic with the goal there. Big win that'd be for them. Only 20 minutes in, but still. I might just call it to a cave. Marquis is in behind it. Oh, the pass has been cut out by Cameron Burgess from Williams there. Marquis would have been in behind had that have reached him. And because I'm sat back, I'm just going to move that camera so you can still see me. I'm not emotionally ready for this. I'm just not. I know I'm not. Because with Pompey, this could end anything. This could end 4-2, this could end 3-2 to them, this could end 2-1 probably. Out for a Pompey throw-in the left back area. Half an hour left to go. I think there's going to be a sub here as well. Don't know who for. Everyone, I'd like to make an announcement. Paul Downing is setting foot on a football pitch. Paul Downing has just come on in place of Callum Johnson. Paul Downing. Right, 1 minute. I know what this calls for. I will be back in a second. I am still over here. I will still commentate if I can. But he's come on. So this is what's going to happen. Hello, everybody. I am still here. Ow. Oh, now, if you're wondering whether I paid for a shirt with his name on the back, I haven't. He gave me that after the playoff game last year. So that is a good luck sign. 89th minute pen to Pompey, who takes Marcus or Curtis. I mean, they're both shocking, and I'd probably give it to Ryan. Well, even he's shocking. Sean Raggett, he could take a pen. Wouldn't mind sticking harness on it. I don't even know. Maybe Marcus, because he may have got a bit of confidence as Accrington are through it. Dion Charles, okay, he's come back on his right foot, which has meant he's had to run into Pompey players, and we've eventually cut him out. Any new viewers, if you're wondering why there's a Paul Downing shirt behind me, he gave me that after the playoffs, and he's just come on for Pompey. So I had to put that out there. Lewis, hello mate, how are you? Zoe, yeah, how are you, mate? You good? Paul Downing has actually not played too badly so far. Cut out the danger then, which is good for him. Cannon for me. Yeah, fair enough. Vamos Portsmouth, SA Nove, go to the Championship, Brazilian fan. Hope you're all right, Fabricio. Hope you're good, mate. I hope we can get promotion. I mean, I'm more excited now it's 2-2. If we were still 2-0 down, I'd say no. Lofted behind. Byers is chasing this. Byers has won it into the box. Byers checks back into his right foot. Back to Cannon. Cannon has run through two of them. Checks back again to Harness. Harness could play this to Curtis. He does. Curtis gets two-footed, but Harness is in there to win the ball back. Shoot. Doesn't. Plays it into the box. Looking for Williams. Slightly overhit. Goes past everyone. And that is going to be Savin's ball. What a name for a keeper. It was destined to be a goalkeeper from the moment he was born, wasn't he? 2-1. Peterborough versus Doncaster. Okanabire pulling a goal back for Doncaster there. Doncaster's playoff hopes are over. They just want to avoid Peterborough getting promoted there. McConville plays one in to Dion Charles, I think that is. No, it's not. It's the other one. I think that's Spanish being talked in the comments. I wish I knew. I didn't do Spanish. I did German. Don't ask me why. But I did German. GCSE actually. Yeah. Oh, Marcus has come back to win the ball and just runs straight past him into the box. Rasmus wins his header and just heads that safely away out for a corner. I believe. Believe and you will achieve, they say. I believe and hopefully we will achieve. Oh yeah, he is Portuguese. Doncaster scored 2-1 Peterborough, yeah. I'm talking Spa, he can't understand though. Fleetwood have put one back away at Burton as well. If Pompey can score, as a corner's whipped in and very nearly put in by Accrington, then I wasn't even looking. Whipped into the box. Burgess flicks it back across. Naylor wins his header away. McConville, right-footed straight at Craig McGilvray, catches it easily. But as it stands, Pompey are sixth, Charlton with that all-important game in hand. So if Pompey can just get a win across the board, 71 points. Will only be 2 points behind Sunderland. 2 points behind Sunderland. Nathan, mate, if we win, we'll only be 2 points off you and any other Sunderland fans that are here. Can you please just score, please? I know I'd love to finish above Sunderland, but please just score. which in towards the box, just lightly knocked down. Byers doesn't win his header, but he doesn't need to. Cannon tries to nip in and win the ball, but doesn't. Harness does instead. Their player has just been shot. Harness looks to go to the right wing to Williams, gets cut out by Burgess, who looks to run forward here. The lankiest left back I've ever seen. Whipped into the back post here. Away by Rasmus. Out to the right wing again for number 18. He's going to right-footed, crosses into the boxes. Up. It's up. Raggett. Bolton wins his header. Cleared away. Bolton actually not playing too bad. Mate, we are shit, honestly, in a passionate fight at the moment. Nathan, that ain't good, mate. I thought you'd win I've already said this, I thought you'd win the league, and now you're, 15 points. Wimbledon, sorry, Nathan, for interrupting, but Wimbledon have just come from 2-0 down. They're 2-2 with Rochdale. Right then. Yeah, but Nathan, I thought you were going to win this league, and now you're 13 points off it. And Lincoln are above you, 2 points above you with the game in hand. So Lincoln will most likely be finishing third. 2 subs there for Accrington. Oh, for fuck's sake. Substitution for Pompey. Coming off, number 16, George Byers, replaced by number 21, Charlie Daniels. Don't ask me why he's come back, come on. So he's changed the system, it's working, now he's slowing it down again. Why has he done that? I know that he likes his system and all that, but it didn't work. Don't ask me, everyone. Fabrizio, do you have a link to the game, Matt? I don't, unfortunately. I think you can get it for free abroad on iFollow, though. Don't quote me on that, but I think you could. Wish we could win the league to get out of this shithole. Who doesn't? Get in! Not for Pompey, but Charlton have just conceded. It's Charlton 1, Crew 1. If Pompey can win now, Pompey will be clear. Pompey will be safe. I think that would mean if Pompey with a win would be fine. This means that Pompey would be joint on points with Charlton, but with a win we go 3 points above them. 2 points above them. I think. Let me do the maths. Yeah, I think with a win, Pompey go 2 points above them. Charlton with that game in hand. But if they can drop points again, you know, then it could go our way. No, as it stands, Pompey 2 points above Charlton. How does that work? Oh, we're 2 points above them anyway. I got really confused then. So ignore me. Yeah, hopefully they can just stay like that. We'd be 2 points above them as it stands, but with a win, we'd be 4 points above Charlton. That game in hand wouldn't count for anything anymore. And that's what I want to see. Raggett with a soft foul on McConville, which I think is going to earn him a place in the referee's book. What was he going to do now? I don't know what we're playing in a minute. I don't know whether Harness has gone right mid / right wing back. Daniels is the other kind of wing back, and then we got Bolton, Raggett, and Bolton, Raggett, and Downett. No, Downing, Raggett, and Rasmus is our back three. Whipped into the box, into the back post. Waha! Downing wins his header, and it's down and smashes over the bar. Lewis, we'd be sixth as it stands, and I think we'd be sixth with a win as well, but with more points, which is the most important thing. With a win, unless we win by 4 goals, we'd be sixth. But the main thing is we'd be sixth with a win. Williams in behind, gets brought down. That's a penalty, surely. Williams got in behind there, got tripped, and somehow doesn't win a penalty. Should definitely have been a penalty there. just watching his back. Marquis doesn't win the flick on, but he puts enough pressure. Williams skips round Burgess, who brings him down. How's that not a penalty? Pompey's still the better side, but I don't know why that's not a penalty. That bemuses me. Downing gets it long. Burgess wins his header. It's weird saying Burgess and it not being Christian. It's not given. That should be a pen, surely. It should be, man. I don't know how that's not been given. No, that was a penalty, but... If Paul Downing scores a winner tonight, I'll wear that to college tomorrow. There's a deal. If Paul Downing scores a winner tonight, I'll wear that to college tomorrow. Or I'll take it with me, at least put it on my desk. Nice guy, Paul Downing, but not really a great footballer. To the edge of the box here for number 10. Cannon looks to nick it off him. Can't. Smash towards goal. McGilvray saves. 1-1 in Chelsea game versus Real Madrid. Oh, is it though? I know they went 1-0 up. Well, still, a 1-1 won't be too bad for them. An away goal and Real Madrid not even taking the lead. That would mean Chelsea, as long as they win at home or draw by less than 1 goal or draw 0-0 or something. Chelsea, a 1-1 wouldn't be a bad result. They just need to beat Real Madrid at home, which isn't easy. But Marcus wins the flick on. Burgess smashes clear. This seems to be deja vu here. Marcus wins his flick on. Burgess smashes clear. Marcus wins his flick on. Burgess smashes. Dion Charles has looked to smash that one across, missed the ball completely, and it just bobbled over his foot. Curtis is getting held there, but it's still dropped down to Harness, who's trying to win the battle, doesn't. He's looking to win the ball straight back after that, though, and can't. What's the number 28 line about now? The captain and 28, I think, what's his name? He's got the weird name, hasn't he? His name again? Don't even know anymore. I should know, I don't, but there we go. It's a foul on him, and he's fuming about it, and he tried to start a fight because it wasn't even a really bad foul. Harness has just kind of shouldered him after the ball, but Mark says, "Hi, how are you, Mark?" And Nathan says, 3-2 Rochdale. Mate, they were 2-0 up. They let that one go, didn't they? I mean, I saw it was 2-2, obviously. I will edit that now. But yeah, they were through as McConville comes in with the ball. No, I've put that the wrong way around. Wimbledon aren't 3-2 up. There you go, edited. If you dance with me, darling, this game is painful. Number 10 into the box on the left side. Naylor deflect it. Oh my god. Into Dion Charles, who kicks it. It has fizzed in and it's just hit his foot and gone just wide of the far post. Very close. I think Paul Downing did have it covered, which is something I don't often say. But yeah. Happy lost Saturday. 2-0 up, then 3-2 up, and still do 3-3. Yeah, I know. 2 Accrington as well. But League One is still a very good league as a neutral. Not as a fan, because it's painful as a fan. Referees' decisions never seem to go for you. Pitches are bobbly, away grounds are tiny. Championship's best league in the world, but League One, it's not up there. Don't get me wrong, but it's a good league for a neutral because stuff happens. It's just funny. Another sub for Accrington. Then I don't know who's coming on. Burton have gone 3-1 up at home to Fleetwood. Obviously, that is probably the only game tonight that means literally nothing for the world of football. Both sides safe. Fleetwood nearly actually did get dragged into that kind of race. Luckily they didn't, but they were very close to being dragged into it. Now I've got to try and work out how this is going to work. We need to get in the Championship though. Nathan, yeah, I agree, mate. As I said, from a point of a neutral, it's a good league. But from the point of a fan, it's a shocking league. Number 10 again skips into our box. He's into his right foot now. Has the shot. Paul Downing is there to block it. Paul Downing's been class so far, to be fair. Harness skips around his man. Play it to Marquis. He does play it to Marquis. Marquis coming through the middle. Plays it out to Curtis on the left. Not done badly there. Marquis hasn't got the ball anywhere, so we're happy. Curtis onto his right foot. Blocked there. He's going to bobble out to the right. Who's going to get there first? Burgess is, and Burgess smashes it clear. Which is all Burgess has done this game, actually. Is just smash it clear. McGilvray gets the clearance to him and then kicks it right-footed long towards Marquis, who wins the knockdown, but there's no one there. Burgess smashes it clear. Is there anything else this guy does other than smashes it clear? I mean, he has scored against us, so evidently there is something else he does, but, you know. Two hands in the back of Williams there, not given. Cannon does win it, though, from the header of Williams. Plays it off of the two Accrington players and gets pummeled and not given. Open another drink. It's not forward. Dion Charles on the ball. Going towards the right wing. Passes it out to the right wing now. Coming inside is number 7. Onto his left foot. Into the box. Past everyone. McGilvray catches it easily. Who would have thought a back three, including Sean Raggett and Paul Downing, would be playing? Sean Raggett and Paul Downing in a back three. Wow. Credit to Accrington where it's due to, though. They have still been quite good. They've dealt with us fairly well. I mean, we've, in my opinion, still been the better side, but they've dealt with us. And obviously they were 2-0 up at one point, even whilst being probably the worst side. They weren't bad, but they weren't the better side. Only 2 more games after this, yes, Lou. There is. Which is why it's now important. If we had Accrington when we were supposed to, in January, I think it was December time, but it was called off as a frozen pitch. If we had them then, I wouldn't be worried about this. If we were 2-2 with Accrington back then, it would have been, all right, fair enough, it's Accrington away, 2-2 draw. But now, business end of the season, you need wins. Curtis wins his header into the box. There should be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Curtis looks quickly going to take it. Daniels is going to take it, though, instead, left-footed. 10 minutes to go, nearly. About 11 to 12, actually, plus injury time. Daniels and Harness in the corner. Daniels is probably going to take this one. No, Harness will be taking this one. Doesn't trust Daniels. I think Daniels is coming to take it short, but it shouldn't go short. It should go into the box. Because on the big players in that box, just get it in there. Come on. Harness to take right-footed in swinging. Harness does take right-footed into the middle of the box. Saving, punches it clear. Cannon battles for the ball. Doesn't quite win his header outside, though. Into Downing. Downing out for left wing with a perfectly executed ball. Harness doesn't quite win the header, though. And Accrington look to come clear, but don't. Touches it badly. It's out for a Pompey throw-in on the left wing. Still 2-2, but still Pompey controlling the game more. I think they're worried now. But it doesn't matter. They can be worried all they want. They can hold on to it. It's not a case of being worried or not. It's a case of, keeping their heads in it. Cannon now gets the ball. Luke goes towards the right and cuts it back left to Marquis. Marquis out to Daniels, who skips around Dion Charles. Then eventually Dion Charles catches up because Daniels is about 37. Curtis out to Daniels. Daniels on his left foot up to Williams. Williams checks back onto his right foot, then looks to go around him. Doesn't, comes back on his right foot again. Williams back to the edge of the box. Could have a go from here. He doesn't. He chips it in behind to Daniels. Daniels across the box. Blocked out. I don't know who by, and that's going to be a Pompey corner. I can't cope with this anymore, boys. I can't cope with this. It's painful. This has got to go into the box again. No more taking it short. Harness has gone out to take it. Daniels is there as well, but I want everyone in the box. I know you want to drag men out, but just get in the box, Daniels. Get in there late, mate. Harness to take right-footed. Harness in swing into the box. It's a bit further out this time, and there's no one there. It's going straight out for a throw-in on the other side of the pitch. Well, that was shocking. Please. Raggett heads it clear from the clearance from the throw-in. Comes back towards that area though, and it's bobbling out. Could be a Pompey throw-in here. They keep it in, but to pass it to Williams, who knocks it back to Downing. Downing punts it into one of the Accrington strikers, and it goes towards McGilvray. Punts it clear. Marcus looks to win his flick on, doesn't because he can't battle number 2 for the ball. Out to the left back, the left midfielder, McConville at the moment. I think he is playing an essential role, but he's at left mid at the moment. How much time left? There's 8 minutes of normal time. 8 minutes of normal time. Of course, Pompey 2-0 down at half time. They fought back to 2-2 within 10 minutes of the second half. And now looking for the elusive winner. But punted clear again, saving, catches it, and rolls it out to Cameron Burgess, who is going to go long. He doesn't go long, he checks back. Curtis looks to press the keeper here. He does press him. He just skies that though, the keeper does. Harness then wins his header forward. Marquis behind him there, can't quite get there. Neither of the Pompey players in between Cannon and Williams know who it is. It's up to save it. I'm bored of this game now, but it's tense. That's why I'm bored, because it's just annoying. If we could get a goal, I'll be content with it. Downing has come forward here to inside the opposition half to keep pressing. Williams then presses it down again, heads away. Naylor on halfway, heads it forward again. Williams battles Burgess but can't. It's headed down again. Naylor heads it forward again. Cannon goes in between 2 men and then gets stopped, but it's out. Still Pompey have the ball. Naylor then punts it out to the left where absolutely no one is, and Dion Charles is going to pick that up. It's a bad foul there by Curtis. He didn't mean to do it, but there should be a yellow card. Probably will be a yellow card. Dion Charles looks like he's been shot in the back of the leg. That's going to be a yellow card for Ronan Curtis. It's not. He didn't mean to do it, but it's always going to be a yellow card in that kind of area. You're never going to get let off for that. Hate to say it, but you're not. Kenny Jacket, no. Danny Kelly's blue me. Danny Kelly's blue me. Harness comes off now for Harvey White. Just some energy there, I think, for the Blues. The free kick is going to be taken right-footed over on the far side. It is now taken. It's taken long to the back post. Downing wins his header against Burgess. Downing has actually played quite well today. Still wouldn't start him in the next game, though. Number 10 again comes onto his left foot. Doesn't cross it in, though. It passes it out instead to someone else, right-footed into the back post. It's won by Accrington. McGilvray wins his header. It's hit the bar. How has that not ended up in the back of the net for Accrington? Harvey White clears it away. Blake, I'm going to go now. Hope we get a winner for you. Enjoy the stream again as usual. Cheers, Nathan. Glad you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon, mate. The foul on Sean Raggett there has been given inside Pompey's box. How is that not 3-2 to Accrington? Breathe. Whipped into the box by some. I don't even know who whipped that in. To the back post. Chipped back across by number 7. McGilvray touches it back in. Burgess wins the kick above him into the crossbar. Downing clears away, or Harvey White clears away, one of them. Five minutes of normal time to go. We're just surviving, says Lewis. To be fair, that's their first chance of this period in the game. Pompey is still the better side. It's just one chance from a free kick that they only won because they were on the halfway line and nicked Graham Curtis before he could realise. What's McConville mind about there? Cannon's leapt to win the header. He's missed both of them. And then the captain that's been doing it all day, continues to moan about everything. Charlton have gone 2-1 up at home to Crewe, meaning the Blues now would need 3 points. Simple as that. The Blues would now need 3 points. This has been early season, you know. Things that happened earlier in the season come back to bite you. Results that didn't quite go your way. Things like that you know you've messed up. Andy Cannon has just gone into the book for an aerial challenge that don't fit as much in it. Free kick now for Pompey just outside their own area. Need a third. Pompey do need this third goal. It's been elusive. It's not coming, but say what you want. Pompey probably have deserved it. I don't normally say things like that. Cowley are me, 2 cows. Danny Cowley's me. Curtis wins his header forward. Marquis looking to hold it up. Marquis chips it back. Can't quite keep it. It is only as far as Harvey White from the clearance though. Williams picks it up. Downing has gone for the overlap. Downing's got it on the right midfield. Out to Williams. That's going to go too far and out for a goal kick. Yeah, Alex Gilby scored for them, Lewis. 84th minute for them. They're still behind us, but joint on points with a game in hand. The only positive is 2 of those games against the top 2 team. Well, the top 2 of the top 3, but that means nothing. Pompey still need to win this game. Pompey win this game and I won't be moaning. But even if you look at it, the 0-0 against Crewe should have been 1-0 with the penalty. That would have put us 2 points clearer from where we are now, and this draw wouldn't have mattered too much. The 1-0 loss to Lincoln at home because of the red card. Problems like that. It's happened all season. Just little results that you need to just be that little bit better. Early season, the 2 0-0 draws to start the season, you get 1 goal in them, you get 3 points instead of 1. Simple things like that have cost us. Paul Downing does win his header, but only as far as McConville comes into the box now. Paul Downing blocks him off. McGilvray with the save. McGilvray with a double save. Ruggett clears it. And out for an Accrington throw-in. Oh, another close shot for them. Burton a 4-1 up at home to Fleetwood. Absolutely battering Fleetwood. Burton are. Who can still get the playoffs then? So mathematically, anyone down as far as Accrington can, but Accrington 6 points off. So Gillingham, probably not. MK Dons could, only 5 points off, but still 2 games left. Oxford, yes. Charlton, yes. Pompey, yes. Blackpool, 600 and then Lincoln. 4 of those teams. Another foul against Pompey there, but not really a foul at all. Danny Cowley making that known to the referee's feelings on that one. Marquis has just come in and won the ball and it's been given against him. Even though they lost to Burton, that wasn't good, was it? It's just results like that you needed to clear out, and it didn't happen. Plymouth, the 2-2 draw at home when we were 2-0 down in the 80th minute. Just results like that aren't good enough. Downing clears it to the right wing. Williams is going to run for this. He's not going to get there, though. It's going to be an Accrington free kick on the halfway line. How do you watch the game live? I watch it on iFollow, mate. Pay the tenner. Well, Dad pays the tenner. I'll watch it. Then if Dad's not here, Dad listens to it. Pompey still playing the better foot. Williams, what was that? Booted it into the stands. Accrington out to the right wing here. Is that going to go too far? No, it's spun back. Dion Charles tries to get into the box. Daniels stops him. Daniels then hoofs it long, searching for Marquis, Curtis, who gets pulled down. Marquis wins the ball. It's finally given as a free kick. 4 minutes of added time. Danny Cowley, knowing that he needs a win today, furious about the fact he wasn't allowed to play on there, screaming at his players on the touchline. Passionate. This is what I think he needs to do. He's passionate about what he does. Harvey White. Harvey White plays this long. Headed into the box to Marquis. Boys. Yes! Come on! Get in! Come on! Get in there! Come on! John Marquis with the bicycle kick. Pompey are 3-2 up away at Accrington Stanley. Get in there! Get in there! Come on! Come on, yes! Get in there! Come on! Get in!
Blake!
Come on! This is on, Pompey. Get in there. Come on. Come on.
Up the Blues.
John Marquis with his second of the day.
And we were calling him a donkey.
I don't care. Bicycle kick from John Marquis. Oh, Pompey, what do you do to me? Come on, get in. Get in. Come on. Come on.
Buzzing,
Get
Blakey,
in there.
buzzing.
Nathan, as soon as I saw Pompey score, I couldn't join back just for that reaction. Cheers, Nathan. Get in there. Lewis, yes. John Marquis, woo. Come on. Dad, you might as well stay in for the last couple of minutes. McGilvray has a goal kick. Blimmin' heck.
Blake.
2 minutes left to play. I might go run to Fratton Park.
Up the Blues.
Pompey have a throw-in down the left wing. Oh my God. A minute left to play, a minute and a half until Pompey have got 3 points. Harry, get in, you Blues. Get in. A minute until Pompey have got 3 massive points.
Should we go to Wimbledon on Saturday?
See, but Marquis does this kind of thing. We slag him off and then he'll score 15.
Yeah. But he was crap in the first half, Blake, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. He was. We need either Sunderland to score or Crew to score for it to be even better.
Right, who cares, mate? Let's just win the next 3 games. We'll be there.
Oh, my God.
Should we go to Wimbledon on Saturday?
No chance.
Yeah, come on.
No. No. Oh, my God. The things this club does to me.
Yeah, but at least they've showed some passion and spirit in the second half, Blake. Come on, you can't fault them for that.
Well, I will mention this in a minute, but when you look at Danny Cowley there, I don't know if anyone saw it, but we won a free kick when he wanted the advantage, and he was going, "Fucking get in there, come on, do this." I was like, "Oh, hello, mate."
Yeah, that's good.
Cannon's got it in the corner. He's not going to move.
I was worried when Charlie Daniels got brought on. I was like, oh my God. And Paul Downing got brought on as well.
He's been class. Don't Paul Downing, because of that shirt, he's been class.
Yeah, you only like him to give you a shirt.
No, he's a nice guy, but yeah, he has been good today though. Accrington win a free kick with 5 seconds left. Hold on, ref! Keneally has just put his head in on Andy Cannon.
Send him off.
He has been booked for it, but probably should have been more than that.
Sunderland
in playoffs. Sunderland got beat 1-0 at home to Blackpool. Not great for you, lads.
It's not good for us, mate, either.
But free kick to Accrington, way over the time here. McConville to take.
Someone just said 3-3.
Headed away, 3-0. No. Own goal, John Marquis.
Oh, my God. Mate. You what, mate?
Not really.
That's a joke, isn't it?
At least John Marquis got a hat-trick. Harvey White through to Ronnie Curtis, who leaves the ball behind as he goes to run. And then that's given as a free kick and full time. Accrington 3, Portsmouth 3.
Ugh.
Danny Cowley's fuming because it was after the time that free kick was given.
Yeah, well, we're not going to get it back, mate, but... Is what it is, Blake.
Yeah, I suppose. But what it is not good enough.
We're not good enough at the back, mate, are we? Let's be honest.
Nope.
And
John
really,
Marquis complete his hat trick though.
I know-
Accrington doing the exact same thing they did against Sunderland. Pretty much.
yeah, mate. But... Oh, I'm gutted,
Lincoln
really.
with the win as well.
It's still possible.
Yeah, but won't be easy.
Charlton just letting a goal, apparently.
We'll find out.
They're drawing 2-2.
If they have, then it's more okay.
Well, it's not okay. We should have won the game, mate. But
Charlton 2, Crew 2.
Yeah.
Confirmed. I don't know who scored. 96th minute equaliser there as well. So, season's not over.
but at least we showed some guts and fight in the second half, mate.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
yeah.
We still need Pookie up front.
Sunderland absolute bottle job FC. I don't know how I managed to keep supporting them. Mate, at least you weren't top of the league at Christmas.
Yeah, it's a joke, isn't it? It's a joke.
Yeah.
It frustrates me all the time. But at least, let's be honest, Blake. From 2-0 down at half time, at least we showed.
At least we
some
got
guts.
something. At least we got something.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, Peterborough United have been promoted to the Championship.
Yeah.
Nathan, I'm 100% going now, mate. Midstream is per. Unfortunately, didn't win the game. That's what happens. Yeah, agreed, mate.
You got. Well, you never know, Blake. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I mean, we were what 2 points off the title when we won League Two. We did it.
Yeah.
So it's not great, but nothing you can do about it. It once again, football's a funny game. Football hates us. Football loves us. I love football. I hate football. It happens. You just have it's how you react to things like this. And Pompey, if they can come back on Saturday and batter Wimbledon away, and then Charlton draw, who's complaining?
Don't forget that Charlton have still got to play Hull and Lincoln.
Yeah.
Like there'll be more twists and turns. At least we showed some fighting spirit and come back from 2-0. That's a positive.
Yeah. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. And people that come here and say, "Oh, it's over now. It's over now. There's nothing going on." It's not. It is not over until the fat lady sings, and I don't see a fat lady singing. Do you?
Yeah, it's not over, mate. We got keep believing, mate. Keep believing.
Charlton have drawn 2-2 at home to Crewe, meaning the Blues hold a 2-point advantage over them into the playoff picture now. Charlton 2 points behind us with a game in hand, but not an easy game in hand by any means. Only 4 points off Sunderland, so even they're still catchable. Probably won't catch them, but they're still catchable. Still not on 70 points, but it happens. The stream will pretty much end in a second, but Dad, sum up that game in just a few words.
Well, to be fair, mate, from what we were talking about at half time, I was disinterested. I was like, we're shit. We can't play. Marquis is awful. At least we showed some fighting spirit. We've come back. Winning 3-2. I'm just gutted that we didn't get the 3 points. But
yes,
the second half performance has got to be positive moving forward.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't you think?
Yeah,
So-
but the thing is, the only reason I'm not going to sit here and slate anyone is because
Blake,
we've won and we appreciate that.
Blake, don't listen to the haters on social media saying, "Oh, we've messed it up." Other
No, we
teams
haven't.
will drop points.
Exactly.
If we play like we
what's
did
it?
in the second half, we will beat Wimbledon. We'll beat Accrington at home. Simple as that.
And you think about it, Saturday, Lee Brown comes back if we need him. Hawula could be back. And just, things could happen. You know Matt Vaughan, don't you, Dad?
Yeah.
When Pompey scored and John Marquis scored, he put Marquis scores goals. He then quickly responded to that with "and own goals." But anyway, Dad, that's pretty much where this stream will end. I hope everyone has enjoyed. Please do let me know down below, wherever the comments are, your opinions on that. And I say that because a lot has happened. But anyway, that's where it's going to end. Thank you all for joining me, Dad. Thank you for coming back. We thought we'd won the game.
We can still do it, Blake. We can still do it.
We can. Well, last time we drew 3-3 with Accrington was when we just about bottled the playoffs, but we won't talk about that. We'll end the stream here. Please don't forget to like this stream and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the morning for when the review will come out. And most importantly, up the Blues.
Up the Blues.